Thank you so much.
Oh, it's so great to meet you. Congratulations on all your success.
Good to meet you too. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to finally be here.
Yes, your first time on the show.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I've been watching for years, and it's like, and I love that you're taller than me, so I'm not the tallest person on set. This makes me very happy.
And you are from a place where I kind of got my football start.
Oh yeah.
Mobile, Alabama.
You've been to Mobile?
Home of the Senior Bowl.
Oh my God. Yes. I was born and raised in Mobile, Alabama, and my mom. It's so funny whenever I go back, and my mother still lives in the house that we grew up in. Hi, Mom. My mother's Gloria Cox in Mobile, Alabama.
Hi, Mom.
Hello,
I love
Mom.
you, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Whenever I go back to the house that I grew up in, I feel like I was never really there. I was always in my imagination. I started dancing as a kid really early, and I was always in the library reading books, and I lived in my imagination, and I dreamed about moving to New York and being on television and getting out of Alabama.
And so you be an actress or performer from the time when you were very young?
Absolutely. I started taking dance classes when I was like in 3rd grade, but I always felt like an actor who danced.
Yeah.
And I would always have this music in my head, and I'd have these sort of stories that I would play out through the dance and through these characters.
That's
and so,
amazing.
Yeah.
So
it got me through my childhood.
Yeah, of course.
But what are some of the jobs you had before you became an actress?
I worked in restaurants for a very long time. So my very first job was in a movie theater. I was in ballet school in Houston, Texas, and I was an usher in a movie theater.
Nice.
So that was like my very first job ever when I was in Houston, Texas for a summer. And then oh my God, when I was in college, I did work study. I washed dishes. I worked in the cafeteria and so I did that. And then, oh my God, I worked at Taco Bell for like 2 months.
Wait, did you gain so much weight?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
well, I was like in college at the time, and I didn't gain any weight.
Okay.
Even
I
if
just feel like
to.
I would be like Nachos Bel Grande all day long.
That's my favorite one.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I remember I quit Taco Bell because all my friends came in, and I was kind of like, so embarrassed because they make you wear the outfit. You know, at the time I had to wear the outfit, and the outfit embarrassed me, so I quit. But I worked in restaurants for years in New York.
Lucky Chang too.
I worked in Lucky Chang's for many years. Shout out to all my girls from Lucky Chang's.
Nice.
Do we know Lucky Chang's? Is this?
I've been there.
Yeah?
Yeah, you may have been working when I was there. I just didn't reckon. I wish I had known. If I'd have known the future, we'd be having a great conversation about that right now.
I know, right? But what's amazing is thinking about having worked at Lucky Chang's with all these amazing queens for many years. It's a drag queen restaurant. I'm not a drag queen. I'm a trans woman. But a lot of trans women who perform work in that context. And it was so wonderful working with all these amazing queens for so many years. And it's just weird to think that from Lucky Chang's to
starring on one of the hugest shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a weird, like, God is good.
So, as one of the most famous transgender women in America, what has your response been to people's fascination with Caitlyn Jenner?
I wrote a piece on Tumblr that I suggest everyone go and read on my official Tumblr page. But I've always believed, for many years, I've been saying this, that I don't believe it's about positive or negative representations of trans people or marginalized people, but it's about diverse representations, and it's about humanized representations. I think that's the great thing about Orange Is the New Black. And so I think the more trans people who are able to come forward and tell our stories in authentic ways, the more that people can get a rich idea of the diversity and the beauty of the trans community. I started this hashtag Trans is Beautiful to celebrate all those things about trans people that are unique and distinctly us. And so I think it's about just celebrating authenticicity and celebrating being true to who you really are.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Very well said.
That's beautiful.
And now we got to take a quick break, and which we hate to do and interrupt this great interview, but when we return, you're going to give us the scoop on season 3 of Orange Is the New Black.
Yes.
I cannot wait. We'll be right back with Laverne Cox.
No one ever wants anything fun around here.
I'm guessing fun to you means a 2-foot poofy thing with a bird cage in it?
And what would be so terrible about that? I mean, especially in a place like this, we could use some originality, some sass.
Oh my God! It looks like you have so much fun playing Sophia, the hairdresser in the show.
Yes.
Is it as fun as it looks?
It's really about these amazing actresses that I get to work with every day who just blow me away. Selena Slava and I had a lot of scenes together this last season, and I am in awe of her commitment and her energy. I mean, she's incredible. And I actually, last weekend, when the show came out, I spent all day Saturday. I had a day off, and so I spent all day Saturday in bed, falling in and out of sleep, watching Sense8 on Netflix, and then I finished Sense8, and then I started watching. Now I'm on episode 11 of Orange is the New Black.
I love it. I love that you're not even fully caught up.
I mean, I know what's going to happen. I read the scripts, but I'm so blown away by these amazing actresses. And the great thing about our show is that it can have you dying, laughing, and then it can break your heart. And it's just such a I mean, every single actor. I was so happy when we won the Screen Actors Guild Ensemble Award this year, because every single actor on this show is so amazing. And Gingy Cohen is such a genius and so brilliant. A lot of people are saying this is the best season yet, and I actually agree. I think it's the best season. Absolutely.
And then we were just talking about this in the break, but your real-life twin brother plays Sophia's pre-transition character on Orange is the New Black.
It's my brother.
Isn't that interesting?
My brother hates these photos like being sort of seen everywhere because he's a musician, he's a multimedia artist. But he's also he's sort of goth and punk rock, and you know, some people say emo. He wouldn't identify as emo. But he's very he doesn't look like that. So it's kind of weird for him to see all of those photos that really don't represent who he is. But I'm so grateful that he was able to play this part. They were bringing all these other actors who were really butch black men. I'm just like, really? Because I was never that butch.
Well, I actually have a twin brother who could do it.
Absolutely.
Now, if you were, and I've always wanted, this is such a curious thing, because if you were ever able to play a different character on this show, which character would you like to portray?
Suzanne, Crazy Eyes, aka Crazy Eyes. She would never cop to being Crazy Eyes. That's something someone else has imposed on her. And her heart and soul is so real and so tangible. And she goes hard for you. If she cares about you, she rides hard for you. But it's really Uzo's performance that is she's a beautifully written character, but Uzo I would love to play that character, but Uzo, there's no one else besides Uzo who can play it.
I mean, I think that's one of the things interesting about watching the show is that it's an interesting question to sort of play around with, but I can't imagine anyone playing those parts except for the actresses that are currently portraying them.
It's a testament to Jen Houston, who's our casting director, and Gingy Cohen. They both really think outside the box with casting. I mean, what other show has this kind of female diversity?
They don't, no.
Every shape, age, gender identity, sexual orientation, from early 20s to 70s. It's so, and I think people tune in to see themselves represented, and for so long, so many people have not been represented on television, and our show is filling a huge gap.
Yeah, it really is. It's fantastic.
Breaking barriers, and breaking all the records on Netflix as well. And that is amazing. This shows how great the cast is, how great the show is. And everybody, please check out Season 3 of Orange is the New Black. It's available now on Netflix. Go ahead and binge the whole weekend away. The one and only Laverne Cox, everybody.